Turns out this is my 69th video. So 2026 is right around the corner. Heck, it might even be here already by the time you watch this video. But let's run down the 10 games which I'm most excited for, and hopefully you'll agree with me on it. So, for the last time in 2025, let's crack open a cold one and get right into it.
Who posted my nudes on Twitter.com?
Now, it wouldn't be a most anticipated games list of 2026 if we didn't start off with, obviously, Grand Theft Auto 6. I think everyone has been waiting for this game for so long. Like, Grand Theft Auto 5 came out so many years ago. I think it was like, I want to say 13 years ago, maybe even more, that it came out. Which is ridiculous that it's been that long. I'm pretty certain someone said that at one point, we've had a long enough gap between Grand Theft Auto 5 and Grand Theft Auto 6 than we had between the combination of Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, and San Andreas, like all combined. Like, that's ridiculous. But it is shaping up to be something incredible. The question is it going to be too much? Like, are the expectations that we have for this game too high? Then you can't blame people for being excited about it. For a game that's been in development for as long as this game has, Rockstar have got a lot that they need to prove with this. There's been a lot of controversy at that studio already, and people are already thinking that maybe 2026 isn't going to be the release year for it, but I hope they're wrong. I've always loved the Grand Theft Auto games. I remember playing the top-down Grand Theft Auto game on the PlayStation many, many years ago, and the theme song for the original Grand Theft Auto is still an all-time classic. I'm really excited for what this game is going to be about. I just really hope the single player experience gets as much love as it can, because we all know that GTA 5 leaned so heavily into the online aspect. Now, one that I am personally super excited for, I mean, obviously these are all, it's my top 10, it's my personal list anyway, but I'm really excited for this one, and that's Crimson Desert. It's by Pearl Abyss. I gushed about it before on here. I am super excited for this game. It has been touted as a mashup of all the best games out there. Things like God of War, Breath of the Wild, Elden Ring, all these games coming together in one sort of like amazing game could be something really special. There's a lot riding on this game because there's been so much hype. A lot of people think, can it actually pull off everything that it's saying it's going to do? It's a very similar situation to Grand Theft Auto 6. Is it going to be too much on its shoulders? We'll have to wait and see, but it is shaping up to be something special. The boss fights that we have seen so far look incredible. The graphics, the gameplay, everything just looks amazing on this. Some of my friends have had a chance to play it already and looked like they had a blast doing so. I'm very jealous I didn't get to go and do it. But it looks really interesting, and I am super stoked for this game. Fable fans have been waiting a long time for a new entry in the series, and we are finally, fingers crossed, finally going to be getting it in 2026. Microsoft's long-awaited sequel, is it a sequel, reimagining, new entry, whatever you want to call it, is going to be coming out. And hopefully, it lives up to the expectations. I've said that for every game so far because I think these games have been delayed for so long now that people that want these games have built up an idea in their head of what this game was going to be. But Fable fans have been waiting for a very long time. I loved the games on the 360, absolutely adored them. I played them so much. I really hope that that British humour and that charm and that wit can still come through in this game, and you can still have all the depth that you had before and all the fun that you used to have before with all that quirkiness as well. I really enjoyed the Fable titles, and I really hope this is up to it, but we've seen nothing. We've seen so little in terms of actual like trailers. I don't think we've actually seen any gameplay yet either, which it begs the question, like, what is actually happening with Fable, or is it itself a Fable? I'd like to sincerely apologise for that terrible joke. Every time this trailer gets brought up, I always say how pretty this game looks. And Pragmata is definitely a game that I'm looking forward to. Now, I have had a chance to play the demo on my Steam Deck, and I really like it. I think the combat is really good. I love the puzzle solving bit that you have to do before you can attack. I think it is sick. I really hope the whole game plays out that way and it actually builds on what I'm playing in this demo. It feels so good to play. Visually, it looks incredible. Audio-wise, it's been a really good thing to listen to as well. The whole thing just looks really good. I'm really excited for it. I quite like the difference that they brought with this. Like the combat style makes you think, and it's really, really interesting having to do these puzzles on the spot because they're not the same each time either. I'm excited for this one. In case you couldn't tell, I really want to play Pragmata more than what I've played already. At a recent Sony State of Play, we finally saw Insomniac's Wolverine game, and it looks so good. It looks so gory, and I cannot wait to get my hands on it. Now, the Marvel games that they've done in the past, and as recent especially, have been incredible. Okay, the Spider-Man franchise is just insane. Now, Wolverine's going to be a bit different to that, I imagine. I don't think it's going to be an open world experience because I don't really think you can have that with like Logan's like gameplay style. Who knows? I could be wrong. But the Wolverine game we had in the 360 years ago was a very gruesome game, and this looks like it cranks that up even more. Everything about this looks incredible. The story, I hope, is going to pan out in a really good way. They've done so much fan service with the Spider-Man games. I hope that comes over to the Wolverine games as well, because Logan needs that love. He deserves to have a really good game in the modern era, and I hope this is going to be it. We saw some alpha footage of it. I say alpha, pre-alpha footage when there was that huge Insomniac leak many years ago, and now what we've seen just basically wipes the floor with that, but it looks incredible. Everything about this game is shaping up to be really good, and I really am looking forward to this coming out in 2026 and just bolstering Sony's superhero video game stable that they have. Now, I don't know much about this game, so why is it on my top 10? Well, it's here because it excites me in a really weird way. And I don't mean like some of the other things I might have reviewed in the past excite me. This excites me because it reminds me so much of Metal Gear Solid, and that's MUDANG Two Hearts. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. MUDANG. I think one of those words is the name of the little hippo that got born as well, and I really hope I haven't got that wrong. MUDANG Two Hearts is like another refreshing take on the stealth third-person action genre, alright? Kind of like a Metal Gear Solid, but more modern, even though there's newer Metal Gear Solid games, but they're not actually modern because the newer Metal Gear Solid games that aren't remakes of the old games are actually pretty crap. It looks like a really interesting type of game. I'm really excited to see what this is all about, and I want to learn more about it. I don't know much more about the game other than every trailer I have seen for it has made me sit up and pay attention. And if you can do that with these really short 2-minute trailers, you've got me. I want to try this out. It looks like it could be right up my street. And if you're a fan of Metal Gear Solid and you want something a bit better or a bit different, hey, come check this out. But do also play Snake Eater. Phantom Blade Zero is another game which whenever I see a trailer for it, I gush over it because it just looks so good. Samurai game, obviously, by looking at it you can tell that, but the boss fights look incredible, the graphical style looks insane, and the combat looks like it's a blend between like Ghost of Yotei and Sekiro. So yeah, I'm in. You've got me with this. I'm a fan of these like soul-like games anyway because they just are a really fun genre to play, really challenging, and it's quite nice to have something which isn't a walk in the park and it is quite difficult and makes you think when you're playing. This is shaping up to be something really cool. Now, I was going to mention on the new Onimusha game as well because that's also coming out, but out of the two of them, I'm a little bit more excited for Phantom Blade Zero because I haven't played anything, in this series, because there isn't a series for this before. I have played some Onimusha games before, so going into that with some expectations with this, I don't really know what to expect. Another game which I don't know much about, but what I do know excites me, is Tides of Annihilation. This third-person action, adventure, RPG style game which is coming out looks like it's a blend of Elden Ring, Final Fantasy, and Devil May Cry all mashed together. It looks insane. It got me really excited just looking at it. The battle system looks really interesting with it as well. I'm personally going to be looking into this a lot more. Who knows? I could just be really excited right now. It's not something which I'm like, oh, chomping at the bit to get, but whenever I see it brought up, I want to pay attention to it and I want to learn more about it. It definitely looks like it's going to be something, if you are a fan of those three games that I mentioned, you may want to check this out. I'm paying attention, I'm listening, you've got me so far. Do not lose me. Next up is a game, I should also state these aren't in order by any means, but just so you know, alright, I'm not excited in a different tier list for this, alright? But this one I have played before. There's coverage on my channel of this, and that is Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. I love fighting games. I've always enjoyed the Marvel series as well. I grew up playing the Marvel games. They were probably next to Street Fighter, they were like my next series of fighting games which I really loved playing. And personally, like having played a bit of Marvel Token already, I'm excited for more. I didn't get to play the last bit of the closed beta. I had access to it, but I was just really busy that week, so I didn't get a chance to actually play any of it. But now, I am even more excited than ever for it. I can't wait to get my hands on it. I can't wait to get in the lab with it and just start practicing combos and opening up that system and just seeing what all the characters like and just finding my team that works and then getting my ass handed to me online when I inevitably end up against a sweat match after match after match. But hey, that's fighting games and I'm a scrub. But Marvel Token Fighting Souls is shaping up to be something incredible, and it is a shot in the arm that the fighting game genre needs, because Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite was just not the game that it should have been. Now, I know there are mods for it that do make it a lot better, but the core game itself, which most people will be playing, is just not it. Marvel Token Fighting Souls looks like a really interesting take, and Arxis are doing an incredible job with it, and just visually alone it looks insane, and I can't wait to see how other characters in the Marvel franchise look with Arxis' like take on the art direction for it. And the last game that I want to mention is Forza Horizon 6. Based in Japan this time, this game is shaping up to be something special. I loved Forza Horizon 5. I played so much of that with my good friend Luke. We had such a blast playing that game online, doing different challenges, going to loads of different races, unlocking loads of stuff. It was such a good time, and I was really into it. I never really got into like the race sim stuff. Like, I want to love games like Forza Motorsport, and I want to love Gran Turismo style games, and I can enjoy them to a base level, but I can never get into the fine-tuning side of it. And Forza Horizon kind of breaks that wall down and makes it a lot more accessible. And I really liked it. Plus, it was just fun. Like, it was just dumb fun. And I'm really looking forward to what Forza Horizon 6 is going to bring, especially with the setting of being in Japan, where a lot of people have wanted this game to go for such a long time. This game is going to be coming out on other platforms as well, which is going to be interesting to see a Forza game with a PlayStation banner on the box. But hey, it'll be on Game Pass, so that's where I'm going to be picking it up. But those are the games which I'm currently looking forward to for next year. Obviously, there's a load more, because there's so much which is coming out, but I didn't want to spend this entire video gushing about every single game which is going to be coming out in the horizon. I'm just looking forward to these 10 the most, but I am really looking forward to what next year has to offer. It could be one of the best years we've had in a long time. This year was pretty solid, mind, but without any major platform releases next year, so aside from obviously Steam's Steam Machine, which fingers crossed is coming out next year if everything shapes up well and costs an appropriate amount of money, we're not going to have the Nintendo Switch 2 effect happen. So it's going to be really interesting to see how next year goes. These games are what I'm excited for. Obviously, Grand Theft Auto 6 has to come out now. We've all been waiting far too long for it. Crimson Desert is one which I cannot wait to get my hands on as well. But what are you looking forward to? And I also just want to say thank you to everyone who has been with this channel this year. I started this channel at a really weird point in my life, and I've had a lot of fun making these videos. I think I'm up to 69 videos now. So I'm looking to really push that next year. I've got a lot of plans for stuff to do for like Instagram and TikTok and like some shorts related content. I am really looking forward to continuing doing this channel next year. And for all of you folks at home or wherever you watch this, for sticking around and enjoying this stuff, from the bottom of my heart, once again, I thank you for sticking with me. And I hope you have an incredible 2026.